Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. I want to wish everybody happy holidays, whatever holidays, if any, that you observe. Even if you don't observe any holidays, I wish you happiness and peace. And there's something that I don't like about the holidays, which is all they focus on consumerism, capitalism, um, which in the end, that's if you want to give somebody something, you don't have to wait until a certain holiday, day of the year, or anything like that. I'm the same way about Valentine's Day. If you love somebody, you show them every day of the year. You don't wait until a certain day. And I hear a lot of people say, well, it doesn't feel like Christmas. And that's not just this year or last year. I hear that every year. Well, what's the difference? What makes it feel like Christmas? And a lot of the time, things that you think about is, what represents Christmas to you. And you look back over earlier years, and we don't see a lot of things that we used to see, but still, look at these old movies and stories. A Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street. All these movies. What's the end message common with all of these is basically overcoming, a lack, poverty, etc. We don't, and these are feel-good stories, but you think about a Christmas Carol, and Scrooge is really just an analogy for, the raging, heartless capitalist, and Cratchit is a wage slave. In the end, Cratchit comes out better, but we don't think about how many previous Christmases the Cratchit family went through where they suffered, barely able to heat their homes and feed their family, etc. And at the end of the story, the Cratchit family comes out better, but still, even he gets a raise and etc. But in the end, he's actually, Scrooge is still a capitalist, and Cratchit is still a wage slave, a better off wage slave, but he's still a wage slave. Uh, Different things like this. What caused all the problems in It's a Wonderful Life were the capitalists. And how did they, and they overcame the oppression of the capitalists in that story. So, these stories are all about the evils of capitalism causing suffering and overcoming these things. How many Scrooges are there today? How many people are Cratchits that are working and suffering, and the Scrooge that they work for are not going to see? They're not going to have a visit from three spirits. They're not going to come to some sudden awakening. These are, so, think about the symbolism in these stories. What really brings us joy? Is it possessions? Not really. Possessions, age, they decay, they break down, they have to be replaced, nowadays they get outdated or what have you. I'll tell you, like with my daughter, she's very artistic. What I tell her that I want is always something that she made, and hence you can see behind me and all over my house I have different articles, different artistic things that she has made for me, and that brings me joy. But more than anything else, what brings me joy is having time with her. And that's all year. That's not just during Christmas. So, what is a big thing for us during Christmas is spending time with other people, setting aside differences. That's the big thing, is setting aside differences. One of the things I wanted to points I wanted to raise about, media, the movies, something that used to be common was, there were movies that came out at Christmas. Although one of my favorite Christmas movies, yes, it's a Christmas movie, is Die Hard. Christmas, but you have all the old specials, Rudolph and Frosty and so forth, all these different things. And nowadays, what do we have coming out? We've got another Avengers movie or something like that. That's not very Christmassy, is it? So if we want, our Christmas to be a Christmas, to feel like Christmas, we have to make more of an effort. We can't just turn on the TV. We can't just count on a Christmas movie coming out, that we go to with our families and so forth. We have to exert our own effort instead. So we should be doing that. And there are a lot of people that become depressed around Christmas. We should reach out to those people and invite them to take part. Maybe you don't have anybody to spend Christmas with. And you can always volunteer at a food bank, a homeless shelter, to help people that are, how Christmassy do you think they feel? We need to help each other to feel like it's Christmas. That helps us to feel more like it's Christmas. Throughout our lives, this isn't just about Christmas either. We need to be able to set our differences aside, not just during some, short season, 1 month, or 1 day of the year. We need to set aside our differences and be able to interact with each other and care about one another. And only we can do this. We can't rely on someone else. It has to start with us individually. A lot of, I've been there. The stress of being around your family and the different, characters and personalities within a family, but you're still able to interact. And so we should be able to do that all the time. If we just do it, it becomes less stressful over time, and we're able to see more commonalities than differences. And eventually, maybe they can convince us, we can convince them over to our way of thinking. Maybe. I'm not particularly counting on it in some cases. But if we stop focusing on the consumerism and start focusing on the humanitarian, the human emotional side of these things, even giving gifts, it's not a matter of how much the gift costs or where it came from. What matters is that that person thought of you or you thought of them. That's what counts. And if they complain because it's, not something as expensive as they wanted, well, that's their problem. It's really not yours. You thought of them, and that's what you should tell them. I thought of you. I gave you something. So I'm not going to go into debt and suffer for the entire year to pay off debts to make you happy, because that will not make me happy. So anyway, I don't care what holidays you may observe, if any at all. I wish you the best all year long, not just now, all year long. I wish the best for everyone. And it's a point of this channel that I'm trying to, achieve the best, and how we can get there. That's the point of this channel. So it's really the point of my whole life. That's why I'm a nurse, but we all need to try and make life better for ourselves and others. And that takes some effort. It takes some thinking. And we can't find that stressful. It has to be something that comes from the heart. It has to come from us. All right, so share this video. Talk about these subjects. I wish you all the best. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I won't be offline, but I might not be doing a whole lot of videos between now and the new year. And I will catch you in the next one. And thank you very much for watching.